Beloved, David refused to touch Saul, even though he had opportunities to do so. The first opportunity can be found in 1 Samuel chapter 24, verses 1 to 8. When Saul had gone into a cave to relieve himself, David was inside that cave and could have easily killed Saul. He chose not to. Instead, he cut off the hem of Saul's robe as evidence. Another opportunity can be found in 1 Samuel chapter 26, verses 1 to 12. David has slipped into Saul's camp and found Saul, his army commander, and all his troops asleep. David could have killed all of them. Again, he chose not to. Bible says he took the spear and jug of water that was sitting next to Saul's head as evidence. David refused to kill Saul. Why? Because he respected the fact that Saul was an anointed man of God. He didn't do it out of reverence for God. Even in 2 Samuel chapter 1, when an Amalekite came to David to confess to killing Saul, thinking he was doing David a favor, thinking David would be so happy and reward him, David asked the man why he wasn't afraid to kill the anointed man of God, the Lord's anointed. And then David rewarded him all right by having him killed for killing Saul. Beloved, even though Saul was behaving like a fake man of God, Saul was truly an anointed man of God who has just lost his way. So when you are dealing with a man or woman of God who seems fake, perhaps because of the way they talk, the way they behave, the way they treat people, keep Psalm 105 verse 15 in mind. The Lord says, touch not my anointed ones and do my prophets no harm. Beloved, keep this in mind. Don't go and judge a man or woman of God who seems fake. Don't fight with them. Don't slander them. Don't argue with them. Just walk away out of respect, out of reverence for God. You see, when one of David's men asked David if he could kill Saul when they went into the camp, David said no. David said in 1 Samuel chapter 26 verse 10 that the Lord will one day strike Saul down. And that is exactly what happened. Beloved, leave that man or woman of God to God. God does not need you fighting his battles. God does not need you trying to authenticate his people. Let God decide their fate. My name is Reverend Mrs. Naomi Antwi. I thank you for watching. You know I love you. God bless you. Go and serve God in spirit and in truth. Goodbye.